My name is John Maloney, and welcome to my very first episode of Blindful Communications, where blind plus mindful equals blindful communications. But remember, this channel's for everyone. Again, hello, my name is John Maloney. Right off the hop, I will tell you I am blind. That's why I'm calling it Blindful Communications, because I want to focus on mindfulness and communicating. So I want to say at first, I apologize if I'm not looking directly at the camera or whatnot, but I do the best I can. So before we get started, I want to teach a very simple mindfulness technique called box breathing. And what it is, it's a way to kind of calm yourself down. And me, I'm a little bit anxious right now, so I want to do this to relax myself, but as well use it as a teachable moment. So what box breathing is you breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. So it kind of creates a square, really. But if you do it 6 times, you'll create a box. Anyways, so let's just do it. I'm going to talk you through it once, and I'm going to do it a couple times in silence. So in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. So yeah, I even feel a little more relaxed now. So again, I want to tell you a little bit more about myself. So I am a certified mindfulness, somatic, and wellness coach, and I'm also an associate certified coach with the International Coaching Federation. My background is actually in child and youth care. I worked in that industry for 22 and a half years before I left that industry, and I moved along to do an online coaching certificate, which wasn't really recognized in Canada. So I decided to go back to university, and I got my master's degree of arts and interdisciplinary studies with the focus on leadership in the 21st century, where I also did a graduate certificate in values-based leadership. So then I had a couple of jobs, and while I was looking around for my first job, I decided, I want to do coaching. One of my courses in my master's program was coaching for leadership, and I so much enjoy it. I so much supporting people. I believe that people have their own answers and that they're the experts on themselves. So I actually joined the International Coaching Federation in 2021 because I believe that if you're in a profession, especially in a profession working with people, I think you should have some kind of a credential. You should have some kind of a designation that holds you accountable. And because coaching is and still is an unregulated profession in Canada, there's no real standards for the profession. So suffice it to say, there are some really bad coaches out there that don't belong to the International Coaching Federation. They just kind of do their own thing. So with that, I took training through the Mindfulness Coaching School, as their program seemed to really fit what I wanted to get out of coaching. I love the concept of mindfulness. I also enjoy the somatic work that was taught to me as well. So we'll get into that in more detail as I progress in the channel. I became a certified mindfulness, somatic, and wellness coach in, when was that? 2023. And then I became an associate certified coach also in 2023. So one reason I'm doing this channel, I'll be straightforward, is I'm having difficulties finding work, and I figured why not do this channel? I enjoy it. I started a GoFundMe page about a month ago because my finances are horrible right now, and I'm, potentially, if I don't pay my bills, face homelessness and stuff like that. So People have been really generous in donating to me. So I figured I want to give back, and this is one way I want to give back. So I do have in my channel description, as well as I'll put in my video descriptions, a link to my GoFundMe page. If you find this information valuable and you want to donate, feel free to. Feel free to share this channel with your friends, with your colleagues, with your coworkers. Because again, the more visibility I have, the more potential for donations, and that would really help me out. But again, I want to give back. If you can't donate, don't worry about it. If someone asked me to donate to a cause right now, I'd be really hard pressed to do so myself. So I understand different people have different financial situations. But I want to offer this information for free. Also, if you want individual coaching, if you want group coaching, maybe your organization needs training in certain areas such as mindfulness, behavioral supports. I have a great background in that. Self-care, love talking about self-care. And we're going to definitely talk about that in this channel as well. Feel free to contact me. My email address is John, John, at blindjohnny.com. So BLINDJOHNNY.com. And my website, you can either go to the official website name, which is interventions.ca, INNERVENTIONS.ca, or blindjohnny.com. So yeah, different services I can offer. Just right off the top, I'm thinking parenting coaching, leadership coaching, of course, mindfulness and somatic coaching and training, things like that. So feel free to visit my website. So I want to keep these videos somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes. So today I just kind of want to talk about a concept. It is actually, I think, I developed this kind of acronym. I love acronyms before I started my mindfulness training. However, I think that it really fits well with mindfulness. So it's called hot communication. Yes, I tell people I'm a hot communicator, and that means more than just this sexy bald head. What it means is I'm honest, open, and transparent. So hot. And I think that by being open, honest, and transparent, that's OHT. Again, you know what I mean. Honest, open, transparent. It really helps me connect with people. And when you're communicating with someone, connection is so important. It's, I think, pivotal if you want to communicate your ideas, if you want to hear their ideas, if you want to have a two-way conversation. So I'm going to break these down into three things. First is honest. Be honest, don't lie. Be truthful is what it boils down to. I want to talk about a situation where I wasn't truthful with a client. And I think it's the only time I outwardly lied to a client. And this was around this client and their sibling were in different treatment homes. And when they were together, it was basically like oil and water. They did not mix. Lots of problems, lots of difficulties. The parents wanted to visit with them one at a time. The client that was at my house, they thought that they should have equal time and they should always be with their parents together. But it didn't work out that way. So one weekend, I was working and the other sibling was visiting with the parents, and I was basically told to lie to the client if he asks, because he liked to call his mom sometimes, his dad sometimes. So I was told basically just to kind of stonewall him and basically say, don't worry about it, and distract him and stuff like that. So he actually asked me if their sibling was with the parents. And I said, no, not as far as I know. That was a bold-faced lie. And I don't know why I did that, because in the back of my mind, I said, he's going to find out. And of course he found out. And then he asked me if I knew, and I came clean. I said, yeah, I knew. I just was, we thought it would be best if you didn't know, because it would create some anxiety for you. It's an answer, something like that, but it really damaged our relationship. Never lied to a client again. Sometimes you got to deal with the fallout in the short term to save and to maintain that relationship. So again, that's my story about honesty and not being honest. The next concept is being open. So being open to giving feedback, to receiving feedback, to listening. And I find that the best way to be open communicating is to be present, to be mindful. And I guess I should stop here and define the word mindfulness. Basically, to me, be present. Don't think about the past. Don't look ahead to the future. Be in the moment. Be present, whether with yourself, whether or not you're with other people. Be there for them. Be there with them. Don't try to guess what the conversation is going to be like. Don't think about, what do I got to do tomorrow? Oh yeah, tomorrow I'm doing this, I'm doing that, or I shouldn't have done that yesterday. Don't just let those thoughts go away and be with the person in the present. That's gonna really come through when you're talking to the person. So yeah. So again, back to openness. It's just really, it's about listening. It's about, I think that's where empathy and compassion comes in. I'm kind of going off track here. My apologies. I don't script these things. So let's just, be done with that. And let's go to being transparent. Being transparent is being clear, being concise, and just tell it the way it is. There are sometimes as a leader that there are decisions that are made, and I might know more around how the decision was made and why the decision was made. But for, whatever reasons, sometimes those aren't communicated to frontline staff or leaders underneath the managers or whatnot. That's just the way it goes, but don't lie to your staff. Don't think, I don't know why this decision was made. Again, that goes back to honesty, but it also talks about transparency. You can say, look, their decisions are made, and I do know why this decision was made, but it's really, it's not my decision not to say anything. That's above my pay grade, basically. And so I can't really talk about why this decision was made, but, we're all here together. We all have to support the decision, regardless if we agree with it or not. And let's just kind of move on with stuff. So that's really about being transparent. It could be if you're in a relationship, it's like, yeah, I'm angry with you right now. I don't know what to say. I need some time away right now. I need to take a breather, or I'm really frustrated with the situation. I had a bad day at work. I know we had plans to go, but I don't really feel like going out tonight, and I want to, I need some time alone. It's okay to say that. It's okay to be transparent about your feelings. Sometimes things get derailed, plans get derailed, but we need to do that self-care and time to ourselves. So really, that's about being transparent. So that's what I mean by hot communication: honest, open, and transparent. So I'm not sure how long this video is, but I want to keep them to about, like I said, 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to cut it off there. But again, if you can, donate to my page or donate to me, that would be great. I'd really love for you to share my channel with other people so they can come and get this information as well. It's very valuable. And one thing I'm trying to do is I keep saying and I hate that, but I don't want to record this video again. I've done it a couple of times already. And to be honest, open, and transparent, I think the information was good. I really hope you get something out of this video. Starting on Monday, so that would be on April 7th, I'm going to do a series on, again, mindful communication, because that's, again, my expertise. That's what I want to focus on. And I believe that if you become more mindful in your communication, you're going to be a lot happier. And I say that because when you're mindful, you can respond versus react. When you're mindful, you can choose your words versus letting your words choose you. And when you're mindful, again, you make a connection. You make a real deep connection with the person you're talking to. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. And remember, Blind plus mindful equals blindful communication. And this channel's for everyone. Have a great weekend.